Present and accounted for. Comments even before I start broadcasting. That's cool. See, that's kind of why I get everything ready to go. So I just got to press the button. So you get a few people in here. So if you want to, you can actually be here from the very beginning. Because we know he's here from the very beginning. I see Nibble over there too, but we'll have to wait for her to pop out here, make her presence known. Hello, Bob. Hello, Eric. Hello, Jan. How's everybody doing today? Yeah, we know how you're doing. You're fat and lazy. That's how you're doing. Yes, you are. Wow. How was the cranberry coffee cake? It was good. You'll have to make that. It's already gone. I ate that. That was gone within a couple days. But I knew what I was getting on that because I've had that before. Eric's been watching YouTube videos in virtual reality. That's cool. As long as it doesn't give you a headache or something. I mean, I don't know who wants to see me in virtual reality. Good morning, Gene. Good morning, Kelly. How's everybody doing? I think the palm trees are written off. I think by now they'd be coming back. So yeah, I think they're lost. Thought you were seeing me in VR. Yeah, well, maybe. I mean, this is as real as it gets, I guess. Jan's gonna make the cranberry coffee cake. Yeah, that you'll if you like cranberry, you'll love this. It's really good. In fact, I think probably next time I make it, I'd probably put more cranberries on it. I ended up using half a can, and then had a half a can I just ate as a snack one night. But I think we'll probably use the whole can next time because you can't have too much cranberries on your coffee cake. That's just me. I mean, maybe you don't like cranberries that much, but I really do. So plant some new ones. Yeah, I don't know if I'll plant more palm trees or something. The main interest in having palm trees in the yard was that I brought these from the house in California, and so you know it's a shame they didn't make it. But maybe palm trees aren't really made for Texas, or at least not made for a place that's capable of going into the freezing range for like a week on end. Palm trees are a tropical plant. See Nibbles over there looking out Bite's window here, going to see what's going on out there. You think fresh cranberries would be awesome? Yeah, but part of what gives it the flavor is the sauce itself. Now, maybe if you wanted to get regular cranberry sauce and mix in real cranberries, that would be the way to go. But the sauce itself is what actually adds to it a lot. Doggy B is a FedEx aircraft mechanic, retired. That sounds like a fun job. You want a belly rub bite? Huh? Is it belly rub time? I know it's early in the live stream, but you ready for a belly rub? Huh? Belly rub time? Belly rub time. And of course, you know what comes after belly rub time. Now it's getting the cat fur out of my face time here. How's the new garden? New garden's doing well. Everything is loving life out there. You like the lighting in the backyard and the front yard? Yeah, yeah. It turned out well in both cases. Like I said, when I did the lighting, especially in the front yard, I didn't want to be overwhelming, and I didn't want to ruin the kind of ambiance of the neighborhood. I like the fact that it's dark at night, but there's just a very subtle amount of light. In fact, you almost don't notice it's there unless you look up. Like it was funny, the first time I went out there, first night after I'd installed it, I went out and I wondered if it was even on. When I was out on the porch, I couldn't see the light directly. I wondered if it was even on. And once I got out there and looked at it, it's like, yeah, that's exactly the effect I want. Hello, Bill. Good morning to you. Yeah, Eric's right. The live streams always end up talking about food. That's what we all like. We all like to eat. Wow. Oh, he's over here now. See what he does? He goes behind the couch and sneaks up over on this side. What are the next projects I have planned? Well, there's one more video to come out that you haven't seen yet. That'll come out on Tuesday, and I think I mentioned probably on one of my recent videos that it's starting to get hot out now, and so I'm going to start moving more into the house. And I think since this is my long weekend, that this weekend's project is I'm going to paint the rest of this room. So yeah, spoiler alert, that's what I think I'm going to be doing for the next few days. A little bit more painting in here. We got one more section to do, basically from this line and then all the way around the front of the house here, or the side of the house, sides of the house that way. Front of the house is behind you. How's my mom? My mom's doing good. My mom's doing good. She was on last week, as you recall, because she really wanted to thank you all for all your thoughts and prayers when she was in the hospital. It turned out it was just a minor thing. They think it's stress, and she's just got to relax a little bit. I was joking with her. She's in California. I told her she should get some medical marijuana. That'll help her chill. Kick back, listen to a little Bob Marley, and watch the blood pressure drop. There's the nibble. Hey, nibble. Come on, nibble. Here's one for you. Mike keeps walking under the TV tray and getting tangled up in the mouse. Come on, dude. Really? Really? Is that what you're gonna do? Is that what you're gonna do all this live stream is keep getting tangled up in the mouse? Come on, man. It's escaping the mouse, not getting tangled up in the mouse. Ugh. I don't know what to do with him. There's a kitty treat for you, Nibble, because you're not getting them in bites, feels it. What a gentleman. Yeah, my mom might be watching this. She's kind of a little bit more into maybe watching them sometimes. So, I know she watches them after the fact, but Uh, who knows? She may be watching right now. And she finally got to the point she knows her iPad well enough now that she can not only watch the video but also see the comments. So that's a good thing. I'm happy she figured that out because that can sometimes be a challenge, and the fact that she figured it out was great. Well, hi there, that girl. How are you? Back itches. Maybe I got fleas. The cats are over there now. Just chilling, waiting for the kitty treats to come again. They creep up on you when they don't think you're watching. No, I haven't really gotten to know any of the neighbors. I mean, we wave at them and we wave back and forth, but I don't know. I'm kind of an antisocial person, so I kind of keep to myself a bit. Yeah, let's see if we can get a treat to nibble this time without Bite stealing it. Yeah, be fast, Nibble. She got that one good. Nibble's a little camera shy. Yeah, I guess she gets it from me. So you got to lob it over Bite's head so Nibble gets a chance at it. Yeah, so you saw what he did there. He batted her in the face again. I think Bite's maybe getting smarter. Maybe he knows that I'm throwing it over his head. So maybe if he stays back with Nibble, maybe he'll get some. He's not stupid. You don't get that fat being stupid. Do you, Bite? You didn't know Bite could move that fast. Yeah, it does sort of defy physics, right? What does it say? A body at rest tends to remain at rest. See, when you're a brat, Bite, you don't get any. Okay, back to the Breck show here. Have I been in the pool recently? No, it's been kind of rainy, and so the weather, where the pool temperature gets to kind of the minimum level where I want to be at it, then it rains and it gets cold again. Light is so wide, you nearly takes up the whole highway, the whole hallway. Yeah, you're right. Hello, Kathy. How you doing? How's my mom? My mom's doing good. I mean, honestly, I haven't talked to her in a few days because we usually have our weekly telephone call on Sunday afternoon. So, I'll get the latest update probably in 6 hours or so. But usually if there's a problem, I hear about it. So, it's one of those no news is good news things. All right, got 36 people in here. That's cool. We're about halfway to a normal live stream. Kathy's been gardening today. All right. Yeah, it's starting to get hot out now, so I'm kind of probably going to move inside and do more inside stuff this week. Thank you, Dandelion. Appreciate that. That's really nice. You have a great Sunday too. You don't have to give me a super chat to do that. You all have a great Sunday. Or for those of you who've already had your Sunday, I hope you had a great Sunday. Yeah, my mom's just been through a lot in the last year and a half. My mom's doing good, Gene. Yeah, if you were on the live stream last week, she actually called in during the live stream and wanted to thank everyone for their warm wishes. I've said it before, and she's said it before. I have great viewers. Every one of you. Work's going good. Work's going good. Yeah. It's a lot of work. I'm exhausted before the end of the day, but you know what? It's good to have a job again, and I'm not tired of it. Um, so yeah, Prince Harry and his wife just announced they had a baby girl. That's cool. I didn't see that. That must have just happened. Is the bird feeder still squirrel free? So far, I haven't seen the squirrels on it yet. So they clearly have not figured out how to defeat my trap yet. I don't know. We'll see. Like you saw on those squirrel videos that guy does, they're smart. They're probably trying to figure it out. But you have a recipe for me? Can I give you the email address? Yeah, it's escapingthemouse@gmail.com. Yeah. I wore this in honor of your recent Daniel Johnson vlog. Hello, Journeys with Julie. Boy, that's hard to say. Try saying that 3 times twice. Journeys with Julie. Journeys with you. Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna try. Yeah, it's my Daniel Johnson T-shirt. I think Jordan gave me this. Seems appropriate. Says the devil has Texas. I don't know if Jordan noticed this, but Steve Keen posted Jordan's photo of his pavement art on his art book page. Those of you who are on the Jordan the Lion Facebook page, I posted a link to that. You're watching your granddoggy for a week. That's cool. Yeah, I've thought about the slinky function for the feeder. I don't know. I think right now that it seems to me the slinky actually works best if you have a pole going up from the ground because then that causes a problem. At this point, I got it hanging from a tree, so the ability of them to get to the wire between the two baffles is limited to begin with, and I think that's probably what's going to keep them off of it. What do the squirrels eat? Well, I mean, they clearly like the bird feeder stuff. So, and I feed them myself, and I intentionally feed them. And what I can do is I buy dried corn on the cob, and they love that. And so I put out corn on the cob for them every once in a while. And I don't want to, I don't want them kind of depending on me for food. So it's a treat that I put out from time to time. Would I prefer to use the Instant Pot or the oven for the recipe? Send me both, but I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to encourage my mom to see some of the things she can do in her Instant Pot. So if you send me both, I'll probably do the Instant Pot version. Yeah, we've had a lot of rain here. I think in the past, 14 days or so, we've had, 6 or 7 inches total. I came home one day from work and a little storm had blown through here. It probably only rained for, an hour or so, but it rained, and boy did it rain. And I had 3.5 inches in the rain gauge. So yeah, a lot of rain. I ran the sprinklers last night for the first time in a couple of weeks. I tried running them a few days ago, but apparently when I was flipping around with the circuit breakers to try and figure out how to turn off that outlet in the backyard, one of the ones I did turn off was the outlet that controls the sprinkler controller. And so for some stupid reason, I don't know why they do this, but when the sprinkler controller loses its power and comes back on, it sets all of the timers for 2 hours. And so I set the sprinklers and I didn't realize it and went in the house and I went back an hour later and it was still running the first station. I went and looked at it. It's like, wait a second, that's a problem. That's not supposed to work that way. But I got home last night and I reset all the timers. So I ran a real cycle last night. I basically just set everything for 5 minutes. It's one of those things you want to do periodically and just, make sure that, you don't overdo it. Usually it's not this wet in Texas. This has been a weird year though, Jan. You got to admit that between the deep freeze that we had in February or whatever, and everyone was saying at work that even spring was weird because there's usually like a chance of rain every day in the spring, and that didn't really happen this year. It didn't rain a whole lot this spring, so maybe this is going to be a really wet summer. I don't have a problem with that. I love it when it rains, and summer is when you get the good thunderstorms too. So looking forward to that now that I've got that new recorder and can get some really awesome audio. Hey, Nibble. She's right down there. See, now she ran off and hid, but that usually means she goes around the chair and then comes back around again. So we'll see. We'll see where she comes. You want a kitty treat, Nibble? I got one. Come on. There we go. We got you in the shot. Want another one? See, she even has a little paw action like Bite does. She'll use her paw to pull my finger towards you. Come on, Bite. You want one? Come on. What, Nibble's gonna be the brave one now? You're gonna be the one that's all shy? As he takes my finger with it. All right, let's see what's going on here. What season are in? We're just at the beginning of summer. Yeah, basically the official start of summer is considered Memorial Day, which was last Monday. So we're technically in summer now, but it's just the beginning of summer. So we're getting into the hot season. It's kind of it's been kind of in the it's supposed to be like in the 80s now for the next week or so. Oh yeah, I'm sure Jordan's enjoying his new house. There's nothing like being a homeowner. Trust me, I know. I think it's cool too that we both got a new house in about the same year. Yeah, I'm with you, Jan. I love the rain. I love the thunder. Yeah, that's really it, Robert. It's Memorial Day to Labor Day. That's kind of the what summer is. Because Memorial Day is usually the last day of, or like the last Monday of May, and then Labor Day is what usually middle of September, right? Something like that. Hello, Dave and Terry. How are you? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, I'm with you, Jason. Rain is great anytime. See, that's one of the reasons I came to Texas. I love it when it rains. And I love extreme weather. And boy, do we get it here. I really wish that storm that happened about a week ago that dropped 3 inches of rain on us. I wish that would have been happened on one of my off days where I could have just been at home enjoying it. But you know what? That's what has to happen. Got to go to work to make some money so I can fix up my house. Water time. We have 4 distinct seasons here. That's true. Yeah, in California, it was, you know, what do we have? Fire season and earthquake season. That's boring. Speaking of earthquakes, I don't know if anyone noticed, but California has had a weird little earthquake cluster that's been happening down around the Salton Sea. Apparently, there was about a 5.0 earthquake that happened yesterday about 9 or about 11 o'clock local time. And there have been like 800 aftershocks, including a few threes and fours. So, yeah, that area is going to be shaken for a while. Go down to Salton Sea and you can literally ask them, hey, what's shaking? Everything is. How's my mom? My mom's doing good. I mean, I haven't talked to her in about a week now because she usually calls on Sunday afternoon. So I'm about 6 hours away from that. But yeah, I love the sound of the rain on the roof too. And I finally got a proper windscreen for this thing here. It looks like a Russian hat, right? I just improvised something before, but this is actually an official windscreen for this thing. So hopefully I'll get better sound now. One of the things I had a problem with was the noise from the wind. And so hopefully this will deaden that. And what I had to do is actually kind of put this thing under a chair and then like wrap a towel around the chair to keep the wind off of it before I got the windscreen. So I'm actually kind of interested to see how this is going to do now in terms of protecting from the wind. Where was the epicenter? It was on the south end of Salton Sea, so that's really down in the bottom end of California. It's very close to the Mexican border, probably like 50 miles or 100 miles. What would that be? Northeast of like San Diego. You've only been in one earthquake when you lived in Alaska. Alaska has big earthquakes, so when you have one, you're going to know it. I think one of the biggest earthquakes in the world ever happened in Alaska. Hello, PDX. So you're not that late. Don't worry about it. We've been just kind of chewing the fat here. And no, I'm not talking about you. Nobody wants to chew you. Hello, Susie Q. How are you? Yeah, that was another one of the reasons I moved to Texas. I don't like earthquakes. They're a lot more fun to read about than they are to experience. Yeah, that's one of Bite's favorite places to hang out. Honestly, if I didn't have the bear here, he'd be in that little indent there. That's kind of his favorite place to sleep. But right now, the bear is taking up his space. So 99 in Minnesota. Yikes! Yeah, that's hot. Been in Minnesota a lot of times, and yeah, it gets hot in the summer. I made the mistake once of going there in the winter, and yeah, never again. Yeah, that's what I really like about this thing. This thing at its bottom level does CD quality audio, and at its high level, at its highest level, which is what I've been recording, it's 96 kilohertz sampling frequency and 24-bit audio, which is just amazing audio. That allows me to really get good quality audio by and not have to worry as much about uh, over levels, clipping and stuff like that. I can set the levels a little bit low if I want, and then normalize it, bring the audio level up, and then sample it down to something that would be like CD quality and have it be just phenomenal audio. So I'm very, very excited about that and very interested in putting it through its paces. Those of you who are on the Facebook page, um, about a week ago, I went over to Tonquano Falls over in Crawford, Texas, and it's been raining for a while, and I got some great audio and video of the falls running, and I was using this for the audio, and got just phenomenal sound. So, if you're not, that's an incentive to go over and join the Facebook page. There was a 4.1, but I remember looking. There was like a 5.3 too. And when I mean 5.3, I don't mean 5.32. I mean 5.3 also. The biggest one I think was a 5.3, and that one hit about 11 o'clock yesterday morning local time. My mom said hi to you once. That's cool. Yeah, she loves coming in. She loves reading the comments. She loves talking to you. So, it's 87 in Maine right now. Your mom used to say she'd rather be too hot than too cold. Yeah, I think I'm kind of the same way too. Although I'd rather not be either. When I do the live streams now, I'm to the point where I'm turning on the air conditioning and I have the ceiling fan running. That kind of keeps it comfortable. Top Vloggers is on. Yeah, you just got home from a late night vlog. You're just getting home now? Wow. That is a late night one. 91 in New Jersey. I don't know what it is. It's probably in the mid 70s right now. I think we're supposed to get up to like 81 or 83 or something like that. but it's really humid out because of all the rain we've had. Plus the fact we got kind of an onshore flow now coming in off the Gulf, so that always brings the humidity up. So it's 91 in both New Jersey and Las Vegas, huh? Yikes. Of course, it's always kind of 91 in Vegas. Supposed to get into the 80s at Gene's place, huh? All right. So that's the other thing we always talk about. We talk about food and we talk about the weather. Gosh, are we boring? Are you bored, Bite? Watch him go for it. You know he's going to go for it. Yeah, Bill K found the 5.3. There he goes. He's trying to figure out if he can get his head far enough in there. Now he's going to try and pick it up with his feet. Oh, he's got his foot and his head in there now. You're going to get your head stuck in there one of these times. You want one, Nibble? Huh? Okay, there's one for you. Or another one? There's another one. Yeah, she's such a sweetie. You gotta let go of my hands so I can go back and get more. It's like Shamu jumping out of the water for a fish, right? It's even got the markings like Shamu. You want one, Nibble? Got to come up on the other side of the armchair there. I'm messing with you. Oh, Nibble almost got that one from Bite. Okay, let's see. Has he ever gotten stuck? Not so far. I'm sure he'll figure it out. Yikes. 50 in Australia? Yeah, no, thank you. That just sounds hot. That's got to be what, 120, 130 degrees Fahrenheit? Yikes. Circus cats. Yeah, that's the truth. Hello, Connie. How's Minnesota today? maybe on the live stream, you'll consider putting little circus collars on the cats. I think that might be, I could probably do that with Bite. I don't know how well Nibble would put up with that. Went from heat to air conditioning overnight. Yeah, it kind of happens that way here too. It was kind of a gradual period though. This time, I went to the point where didn't have the heat on for a while, and now we have the AC on almost all the time. That's kind of the cool thing about our deregulated electric industry. Uh, you have all sorts of plans to choose from, and I just went with a kind of an unlimited plan, and you use as much as you need, and you get a flat rate every month. That really is a lifesaver when you're running the air conditioning. It's all lighthearted, just for fun. You enjoying the vlogs and the live streaming? Thank you. I appreciate that. I love the fact that you guys watch. I mean, that's the only reason I do that. It's just fun. It's fun interacting with people and kind of getting your feedback. And I love reading your comments and stuff like that. So I don't even really care if I become huge. I stay at 3,600 subscribers forever. You know what? That's good. Kind of makes it easier to be kind of personal with my viewers. If there's only 3,600 of you, you get up to 200,000 subscribers or a million subscribers like Adam the Woo has, and it's a different thing. You can't possibly interact with everyone. It's like the perfect size right now. It's big enough that the comments are coming. I'm not sitting here having to, stare at the screen for 2 hours and have two or three comments. There's a bunch of you in here and you're all talking, but it isn't. The comments aren't zipping by so fast that I can't keep up with them. I don't know if I'd quit my job and become a full-time vlogger. Um, I guess we'll cross that bridge if and when it happens. But at the rate it's growing, I'm still kind of small potatoes, and I'm happy where I am. Um, who knows? Maybe by the time I get ready to retire from work, maybe it will be something that I can just kind of support myself on at some point. More than anything, right now, it's just kind of a hobby. It also kind of keeps me motivated to work on this house. I probably, wouldn't be, doing as much on the house as quickly as I am if it wasn't for the vlog, because I get up in the morning, it's like, okay, what am I going to do today for the vlog? Amanda says, pray for her friend. She's in the hospital and not doing very well. All right, I got a warning on my system that my connection is unstable. So let me know if you're having problems. Trying to reset the connection. I don't know if we got dropped. Okay, I'm still coming on live. All right. Yeah, let me know if I start glitching on you. Because like I said, it says that my connection is unstable. So, all right, well, we'll just keep talking and maybe it'll go away. I mean, I'm looking in the background. I got Matt's video running over there, and that seems to be fine. So weird. I don't know. Maybe my computer doesn't know what it's doing. I visit California, will I be going to Disneyland? No, no way. Not interested. Been there before, been there too many times. I'm over that place. I don't even want to be near it. It's funny. I noticed recently that a person I knew from Disneyland had visited Waco recently, and I found out just this week he's actually moved to Waco. So a friend of mine from Disneyland now lives in Waco. I'm gonna have to connect up with him at some point. Apparently, his daughter is starting uh, a wedding planning company in Crawford, and so I guess they just all kind of relocated here. Consider us to be one big happy family. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's it. That really is it. Guess you're a weirdo, but you never really wanted to go to Disneyland. You know what? Disneyland is a fun place, but when you've gone there as many times as I have, and really been able to pull back all the curtains and see it warts and all, it kind of loses its luster. You know, it's a fun place to visit. There's great rides, but it's crowded and it's dirty, and you know, yeah, yeah. The prices are insane to get in there. That was a great fringe benefit to working there, is that you got free tickets. You know, I could go into Disneyland anytime I want just by showing my employee badge, and I had another badge that I could show that would allow me to sign friends in, and so that was great. And but you know, beyond that, you know, you go as much as I did, you know, and it's like, okay, been there, done that. You know, how many times can you ride Pirates of the Caribbean before it's like, oh, okay, now next thing is this ride, and our next thing is this room, and then we're gonna go into that room and the other room, and it's like, yeah, okay, been there, done that. Do I email my friends from Disneyland? Well, no, I don't email them. I'm in touch with a few of them on Facebook, but honestly, when I left Disneyland and moved here, you know, I did a significant pairing uh, of my Facebook friends list. You know, a lot of people that I you know had as Facebook friends, I kind of dropped because they were more associates than friends. I used to work in Fountain Valley. That's a trip. Yeah, I used to work at a place right across the street from Mile Square Park. I'm sure you know where that is. How are the peppers looking? Honestly, I haven't been out to that part of the yard in a few days, so you know they were alive last time I was out there, but they aren't growing very well. The tomatoes, on the other hand, they're going to town. So we're gonna have tomatoes at least this year. Yeah, I'm with you, David. Like I said, I was Facebook friends with a bunch of people who were, you know, what I would call associates. You know, and there were, you know, five or six people that I consider to be real friends, and I'm still connected up with them. But that's it. And most of them aren't even at Disneyland anymore. You may remember about a year ago, I did a recipe called cheeseburger pie for Emily. That was was based on a friend of mine at Disney whose daughter was killed by a drunk driver in a car. Yeah, apparently the 3-year anniversary of her passing was a couple days ago. That was sad, but he's still one of my Facebook friends. That's what the D is for on the computer. Delete. Yeah, yeah. You love the cheeseburger pie. No, that was good, right? I made a whole bunch of things on these vlogs that I really liked, including some things that I've never tried before. Chris is watching the French Open. There you go. Start a halfway house for ex-Disney employees. There really are two kinds of employees too. There's the ones that are just totally into the magic and believe that this is just some special place, and then there's the rest of us that are like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's a job. And I was definitely the latter. And not only is there life for me after the mouse, I'm thriving after the mouse. You cooked it when you were in school. That's cool. Yeah, that's probably something good for school. Nibble's kind of coming back here. Oh, there's Bite 2. Here's the kitty treat jar. Come on, Nibble. You know you got to come and get it. No. All right. Be that way. I don't need you. I'll do a live stream without you. Now I have you all as good friends. Yeah, that's probably the reason I don't need to meet my neighbors. I got 3,600 friends online. How are the squirrels doing? Squirrels are doing good. In fact, I just put out some squirrel food for them. Those been all over Southern California, huh? West Covina, Pomona. Yeah, I used to live right down the 57 from Pomona. Mountain Valley, in the desert, San Diego area. Been to all those places. Jan's making candles today. That's fun. Looking forward to the new growth on the nature walk I did a few weeks back. Kenneth has a heart that's younger than his body. That's good. That's a good situation to be in. You didn't know I play guitars? Well, I don't play guitars. Those are decorations more than anything else. I have I'm into a band. You probably heard me talk about them a few times called Guided by Voices. That's actually what all those posters are that are decorating decorating the hallway there. And the guitars are actually stuff I got from Guided by Voices. That guitar there actually belonged to the guitar player, and he sold it to me a number of years ago. And then this guitar here was purchased by a radio station in Dayton called WOXY. And they had an interview. I guess they did an interview with the band, and the band autographed the guitar, and they raffled the guitar off. And the person who won it sold it on eBay, and I got it. So I don't play guitar. I'm clumsy. I'm too uncoordinated to do that. And of course, this amp here also belong. I bought that at the same time I bought the guitar from the same guy. That was his amp. So, like I said, that's just it's more decoration than anything else, but it's a very proud part of my collection. Forecast for Palm Desert is 170. I don't know. That might be a little hot. I'd probably stay in if it got to 170. Yeah, everything really is. It's a whole different world for me. I'm so much happier here in Texas. Yeah, I got the yeah. I gave him a poster of Steve Martin. I don't know if he showed that, and yeah, I'll go get the John Lennon one because you've seen that. If you've watched Jordan for a long time, this used to be in his apartment. I'll go get it. Hang on. Okay, yeah, this Jordan, I guess, got this at a at like a thrift store or something like that. He saw it. He's not even really a Beatles fan, but he saw it and he really liked it. And it was hanging in his place for a while, and I always admired that. And about the time I moved, I had a poster of Steve Martin uh, that I had hanging in my house, and I knew he always really liked that one. So I liked it too, but I knew he liked it. So when right before I moved, I said, hey, you want this? I know you said you like that. No, I don't think Jordan ever played those guitars. I know that's the best kind of friends there are. I don't even need to leave my couch. You're right. Yeah, I think that's kind of the whole story too. I really like the poster of Steve Martin. In fact, Jordan sent me a picture. Let me see if I can find it when he hung that up. Let's see. Oh, come on, give me a break. I don't. Yeah, don't just give me my messenger. They update the software, and then you got to go through a whole tutorial on the thing here. Let's see. Let's see. Make sure there's nothing incriminating here. I don't want any phone numbers getting out. But yeah, that's the poster right there. He sent me that, so I was happy to see that he still had that. It's a great picture. It's a picture of Steve Martin from the movie Parenthood. If you ever saw that movie, there was one point that he was supposed to get a cowboy for his to entertain at his son's birthday party, and the cowboy couldn't come at the last minute, and so he dressed up and did the cowboy, and that's him in the cowboy suit. How's Flash? Do I still plan on getting him as a her? Flash is a girl, but yeah, I'm still planning on it. It's just a matter of me getting off my butt and doing it. Did Jordan ever encourage me to play guitar? No, not really. Yes, this is a Daniel Johnson shirt. It's kind of I'm wearing it kind of in tribute of Jordan's Daniel Johnson vlog. So yeah, that's a vintage Daniel Johnson shirt that I have. I've had for a while. I think Jordan gave me that one. Yeah, I really like that poster. I mean, it is. I mean, if you really think about it, it's very Steve Keenish. It's made on, it's on wood. It's got a piece of wire to hang it with. I don't know who the artist is, but it's signed in the back. So I don't know. I don't know if it's someone real or whatever. But it's kind of cool. It's got kind of a graffiti-ish kind of look to it because it looks like it's done with spray paint, and it looks like they got some stencils and stuff like that. And then it's got glitter all over it too. So it's kind of cool. I admired it when I first saw it, and he knew I liked it, so he gave it to me. So that's been a proud part of my collection for a while. In fact, let's see if I can get it there. That thing up there too. If you ever watched Jordan's 100th episode, that was the poster he made to celebrate his 100th episode, and he gave that to me, and I pulled that out and I used that on my 100th episode too. So uh, we both signed it from the days that we did our 100th episodes, and that's where that hangs right now. At one time, Jordan promised me one of those Days with Jordan the Lion Steve Keen posters, so I'm going to put the other one there if that ever comes to be. Good afternoon, Linda. How are you doing? It isn't quite afternoon in California, though. It's a little after 10 there, isn't it? Would I ever get a tattoo? Yeah, I'd consider it. I've thought about it before. I just don't. I don't know of anything that I can predict is going to be important for the rest of my life. If I did something that I thought was, important, I just don't want to get something and then look back on it years later and say, "Oh man, what was I thinking?" Somebody asks me that question every once in a while about tattoos, and every time I do, I think about an episode of The Simpsons, and I think uh, Homer is talking to his daughter Lisa about tattoos, and he says, "Yeah, they're a great way to remember things that are special to you." And he pulls up his sleeve, and he's got a Dexy's Midnight Runner tattoo on his arm, and he looks at it and says, "Dexy's Midnight Runner, they suck." Do the cats ever get the zombies? I don't know if they are. They aren't telling me. Yeah, see, you got to remember, Linda. I automatically translate Texas to California time because my mom is still in California, my sister's still in California, so I got to stop and start thinking about that now when I call them because they're in another time zone. Time for a trip to California. Yeah, I think it probably is. It's been more than a year now since I've been in California. This is the longest I've ever been out of California. Get the plane my dad worked on with his name on it. Yeah, that'd be a little pricey, I think. What are stealth bombers? $500 million? I don't know. I'm gonna have to be a much bigger vlogger to do that. It's 10:09 in California. Well, actually, now it's 10:11. Oh, zoomies, not zombies. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought maybe I read it wrong here. I thought it said zombies. Could be that could be a funny spell check error though, or spell yeah autocorrect. Scroll back here and see if I read it wrong or either way. Oh no, you did say zoomies. I just read it wrong. Oh, okay. All right, I get it. I'm sorry. I thought you were actually talking about me buying a B-2 stealth bomber. It's like, yeah, that's a lot of price range, I think. I'm going to have a wall in the guest bedroom that's going to be dedicated to him because there's a couple of cool posters that I got that I inherited from him uh, that he got when he left Northrop when he retired, and they're both waiting at my mom's place. Plus the fact I got those pictures that I showed you a long time ago that were like artist conception drawings of the stealth bomber, and so I got those framed and those are already hung up. So but the top vloggers meant not for me to buy the stealth bomber, but to get a tattoo of it. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I know. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it. I also got to keep track of people ask related questions to questions they asked before. I don't necessarily connect it to what you were talking about before. So I kind of sometimes look at every comment as an independent thing as opposed to part of a larger discussion. I don't know where I'd store a stealth bomber either. To say nothing of the fact that I'm not sure they'd sell me one. A lot of classified tech on that thing even today. Would be fun to have a stealth fighter though. Those things are pretty cool looking too. Yeah, the autocorrect, you never know what you're going to get. Yeah, it's like a box of chocolates, huh? It would have to be an awful lot of OT. And honestly, I wouldn't have any time to do any vlogging if I did that. Put it in my garage. I'd have to have a bigger garage, I think. I don't think it would fit. It's stealth. I don't need to hide it. That's true. Yeah, I'll just park it in the front yard. No one will notice. Honestly, I'm not watching a lot of vlogs at all right now. Between working and doing, working on the house and working at the job and doing my own vlog, that kind of takes a lot of my own time. Every once in a while, one pops up that catches my attention. probably a scale model. It'd be really cool if they had a scale model of the B-2 stealth bomber that was flying. And I could take it over to that Hot Mac radio controlled airplane place that's on the other side of the river, on the other side of the lake there. I bet you that would get some attention to have a stealth bomber flying around that place. For now, I'll just have to live with this one. That was one of the many cool promotional items I got from my dad when the project was finally declassified. So that's had kind of a place of prominence on my desk for forever. Love that thing. Yeah, I saw a link to Jordan's funeral museum thing. What's the next project around the house? I think it's going to start this week. I'm on my 4-day weekend this week. So I think this week I am going to paint the rest of the living room here. We're going to start moving inside again because it's getting a little hot to be outside. So I think, spoiler alert, I think that's what the project for this week is. And that's going to be a big one because there's a bunch of stuff on this wall that's got to come off. I got the TV and the stereo and all that stuff, the CD rack and the desk and all that fun stuff. So this house is going to be torn apart for a few days, but I think I'm ready to finish up this part of the house. Then we'll move into the kitchen. I want to do something with that. It's kind of a blue green color in there, and I'm not really into that. I had a really nice yellow color in the kitchen in California, and I think I want to do that here. Yeah, yeah, stuff like this. I mean, yeah, my dad had a really cool job. You know, he helped build this thing, and when he was working on it, we didn't even know what it was he was doing. It was a classified project, but all we knew is it was some sort of an airplane. Very cool thing, though. And it looks on the bottom. Look at it on the bottom. It's engraved Northrop, 1989. So yeah, that's how long I've had that thing. My dad had one of these too. I don't know what happened to that one. I hope somebody got it. I maybe should have tried to snag that one, but yeah, the kitchen's gonna be a challenge because there's a lot of like cabinetry and stuff in there, and it's gonna be a bit of work to do that. But it's gonna be a lot of prep work to do that. Yeah, you noticed, yeah, because that's where I stopped painting before. So you can see this is the gray that was originally in most of the house. I don't know what it is with people painting houses gray before they sell them, but apparently that's the big color because that was what the realtor asked me to paint my house when I sold the one in California too. I painted everything gray, and I don't know. I guess they think it looks modern. I think it looks boring and depressing. Looks like a prison wall or something like that. But whatever, I took her word for it. She got me good money for my house. So do I ever feel my house is too big? No, it's just right for me. And I really love the yard that I have. I have a big yard. I mean, it probably isn't big compared to some property in Texas, but compared to what I had in California, It's nice. I love having a huge yard. And I measured it out. It's 100 feet side to side and 120 feet from the back wall to the front property. So that comes out to about a third of an acre, they say. And so I love having that big a yard. It's probably 10 times the size of my backyard in California. So a lot of room to do things. Paint my kitchen banana yellow. I don't know. I found a really nice yellow. I really loved it. It was perfect for that, for the kitchen. And I don't have the exact color, but I'm pretty sure I can go to Home Depot and find a paint chip that will get me close. Yeah, I agree with you, Jeannie. I love my yard too. There's just so much potential out there. And there's so much room to do whatever I want. You know, and I've gotten to do so much already with it. It's an ongoing project. And that was one of the regrets I had at the house in California. I had one of the bigger yards in the neighborhood, but it was still, it was, you know, 20 feet by 50 feet or something like that. It wasn't that big. And I got to the point where, everything, I put just about everything I could do in the yard, and there wasn't really more room to do anything. So, do I ever get gophers? No, I haven't seen any gophers around here. We get squirrels all the time. They're out in the back. In fact, I put some corn out for them today. Yeah, it was a cool airplane. I've never actually seen one in the flesh, but that would be fun to do. Yeah, I'm kind of what I'm doing right now. I think the only real way to break it, because that flagstone it doesn't break very easy. I was able to break that one piece, but it took a lot of work to do. What I've got right now is I've got a big masonry drill bit, and I'm drilling holes in it, and I'm going to use that and hopefully break it up. But yeah, you're right. I want to do that before it gets too hot. You're struggling with the rabbits and you're having rabbits going after your strawberries. I haven't seen rabbits here. I think the big thing I'll have to worry about will be the squirrels, and and we'll figure that out as we go along. It might be one of those things that I end up building a greenhouse around the garden to keep the squirrels under control. Did I plant any strawberries? No, no strawberries yet. It's been chili peppers and tomatoes. I haven't really considered a diamond blade on a circular saw. I do have a portable grinder, one of the I can use for like cutting rebar and stuff like that. And I did use that on the uh, on the first piece, but I also wore out the bit doing that. So it's not probably the best option in the world, but it did do some work. But I'm gonna try the masonry bit and see if I can, you know, break it apart that way. You say if I was closer to where a lot of my viewers are, you'd come over and help. Oh, I'm sure you would. The yard's coming along nice. It'll be another year or two before I can get to the point where it'll be finished, and maybe hopefully it'll never be finished. It'll be one of those things that'll be an ongoing project. Because sometimes um, Sometimes I'll, pull something out and put something else in. See, that's the nice thing about all these planners that I'm building is, you can put new things in there. New things, old things die out, and you put something new in there. That's kind of the beauty of that. Yeah, the problem with dropping the flagstone and having it break is I have no way of lifting it off the ground. The one piece I'm working on now probably weighs 1,000 or 1,500 pounds. So yeah, there's no way I'd be able to even pick it up. How about a free U-Haul? Yeah, well, once again, the problem is getting it in, and I don't want to haul away. I want to use it somewhere in the yard. I just got to get it broken down to size where I can do something with it. My raised bed planters are pretty awesome. Yeah, yeah, I'm really happy with them. And they'll last a long time. I did something similar with my house in California, and my father and I built that, and that was there. That continued. That looked good. You know, 15 years later, it would still look fantastic. So this will last forever. It's definitely what I did outside here next to the patio. Is that'll last. It's definitely superior to what was there. Because the problem with the stones that were there before is they all kind of fell over, and so this is great. Yeah, I probably could go with a small jackhammer too. Like I said, I'm trying the masonry drill bit. I got like a half inch or three-quarter inch masonry drill bit, and my electric drill has a hammer function, and that goes through the stone uh, somewhat easily. And so I've drilled a few holes, and I'm kind of doing that over time. Any good news about the palms? No, I think the palms are lost. You like the blue color I used for the trim up here? Yeah, yeah. I love these two colors together too. And I had paint chip and the can from this. I had these same colors in my house in California, and I really like the color. So yeah, that's why I did those here. I was glad I had a paint chip of the dark blue, and so that was really easy to find. Actually, no, I had the paint chip of the light blue, and then I found a paint can that I had that had the dark color and that had the formula on it, and then Home Depot could match the formula. So I like that. I really do like the dark blue and the light blue. They look fantastic together. My father helped create one of the most amazing planes. Yeah, you're right. It's very, very cool. Maybe I can bring a couple poems back when I get flash. The thing that was special about those poems was that I grew them from seeds. Basically, they were offsprings of a palm tree I had in the yard in California, and that was the main appeal to it. Not that they were palm trees, but that I literally grown them from seeds. And so, unless I could get back into the yard and get some more seeds and grow my own, there really wouldn't be the appeal there. I mean, they sell palm trees here too, but could I drag the flagstone with my lawnmower and some straps? I don't know, maybe, but the problem is where do I put it? I got to put it somewhere. And at this point, I've got kind of one area in the yard where I've been putting that kind of stuff. And I think it'll be easier if I just break it up into littler pieces because I'm probably not going to want to have any place in the yard where I have a 3 foot wide by 6 foot long, 4 inch thick piece of flagstone. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to want to have it in little bits and pieces. Maybe a third that size, something like that. So whatever I do, I kind of have to break it into smaller pieces. Yeah, it's possible. But I mean, what ends up happening? The palm tree, it blooms periodically during the summer, and and then the blooms turn into berries, and the berries are probably about the size of a grape, and that's what the seeds actually are. And so it's a matter of whether they allow the blooms to turn into seeds or they cut them off before that. But yeah, I suppose that probably would work. Hire some weightlifters to do a lot of steroids, get them to build a table for the flagstone. I had thought about that. That it'd be a very cool table, but it'd be one of those tables that once you got it in place, you'd never ever move it again. I don't know. We'll figure out something to do with it. It'd be fun to have my maple tree too. I think that died too. I'm pretty sure that didn't make it. That would be easier to do, I think. How am I liking? I'm not actually a lead. I'm kind of what they consider a primary. I'm the primary person on the line. I like doing that. The boss said when they started doing that, it was going to be a 6 month cycle, and then they'd shuffle the cards and they would move around to another line or something. And it's been about 6 months now, so I don't know. We'll see if I get on another line. I think what they're doing is usually what it is like I said, it's one person is the primary on the line, and then the other person bounces from line to line, and they're usually on a line for a week, and then they go to another line for another week. Well, for the last 5 or 6 weeks in a row, there's been one guy in particular who's been with me every day, and I get the feeling he's a relatively new employee, but he's sharp. So I kind of get the feeling that they've been putting me with him to get him familiar with my machine, because I'm hoping they're going to give him my machine and then move me somewhere else. So I don't know. We'll see what happens on that, but I think that would be a good choice. He's relatively new, but I'm relatively new too, and he's sharp and he's good with the machine, and so hopefully he'll be, you know, they'll give him a line, because I know they've lost a couple people recently, and one of those people is a person who was one of the primaries on a line. So they're going to need more people. Plus the fact when they started up the primary on a line thing, one of the machines was down, hadn't been running for a long time, so they didn't put anybody on that line. So basically, we got kind of two open lines right now that need primaries. So hopefully, he'll be one of them that gets it. Do I think you don't think there's a machine I can't handle? I haven't run into it yet. Do the cats like going outside? I let them outside periodically in California, because my yard was my backyard, so they could go out, and I could leave the door open and let them go out a little bit. I don't like to leave the door open too much here, because then the bugs get in, and that's kind of a mess. How old were the palms? The palms, I probably been growing them for about 10 years. So I had them for a while. Looks like Black Dot's checking out. Thanks for stopping in, Black Dot. It was good talking to you. Yeah, my skin turns red at certain times of the year. I don't think it's mask related, but I am definitely happy to be off the masks. I haven't had a mask on in, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks now, and I'm loving it. Hey, Eric's back. Yeah, yeah, the bugs are insane. In fact, I had to go out today and drain the bird bath out there because there were mosquitoes growing in it. 90-pound air hammer for 8 hours a day. Yeah, yeah, I bet you won't be able to move your arms after that. How's the pool? Pool's getting there. It's temperature's hovering 78, 79. That's what I saw this morning when I went out and looked at it. So looking forward to getting into it. I have been into it when it's 80. It's a little on the cold side, but I'm kind of just a wimp that way. Any cicadas? Not yet, but I'm sure they'll pop up. Mosquitoes in Texas look like stealth bombers, huh? I hope not. I want to like the stealth bomber. Hey, buddy, what are you doing, huh? That's my buddy. I thought about talking to somebody that carries flagstone product and asking how to break it up. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of a figured out on my own. I'm sure I could like rent a jackhammer or something like that and go through it pretty easy. But have I thought about getting a couple of chickens? I have thought about it. In fact, I mentioned, I think, in one of my videos, and my mom, when she talked to me last time, said, "Oh, you don't want to get a chicken. They're smelly and they're noisy and stuff like that." I don't know. We'll see. I may still get one and get a couple anyway. No roosters though; they're too noisy. You sometimes get lonely being in Texas and far away from my family and friends. No, not really. I'm an introvert, so it isn't really that big a deal. And I talk to my mom all the time, and I got friends at work, so that's good. How's the mosquito bait working? It's supposed to take a couple of weeks for it to kick in because apparently there's kind of a saturation level before it actually starts taking out the mosquitoes. So we'll see. I haven't been out a whole lot. There was, like I said, the the bird feeder had mosquito larvae in it, so I had to drain that today. Yeah, you're right. The top bloggers, fresh eggs are great. She's got to go pick up her ride mower. Nice. I love having my riding mower. Some might say, "Oh, your yard, you don't really need one for the size yard you have." It's like, yeah, I know, but when it gets hot out, I don't want to be pushing a mower around. That's too much. You so rarely get to see his face. He's usually showing his butt, aren't you? Eat it with 2 acres. Yeah, it's mainly a heat issue with me. I want to just be able to sit down and just kind of ride it around rather than pushing a mower around. Plus the fact I get it done so much faster because I gotta every pass I make it's a 36 inch section that's been cut versus a maybe a 20 inch section with a hand mower. I checked into seeing how much it would cost to put screening up around my patio. Yeah, I have thought about that. It would probably, if I did do something like that, it'd probably be something I'd do myself because I'm pretty sure I could, design my own thing. But it'd be one of those things I'd want to be able to take down sometimes too. If I had to do it all over again, would I get a smoker? I did get a smoker. Yeah, the grill I have is barbecue on one side and smoker on the other. So I do have a smoker. Yeah, heat stroke doesn't sound like an awful lot of fun. And when it's like 95 degrees out there, I don't want to be pushing a mower around. I used to sweat like a pig just mowing my yard in California. Have I been trying my cast iron? I've used a fry pan a couple times. I haven't used a Dutch oven yet. I got to find the right recipe for that. Yeah, same to you. Everyone got suddenly quiet here. You're all enthralled watching Bite get rubbed here, huh? Would I ever go work for Disney? No. No, I'm done with Disney. I don't even want to go to that place anymore. Hello, Nancy. Yeah, so far having a good weekend. It's just the start. This is the start of my long weekend, though. So gonna have to come up with some cool project to do. Well, the streams aren't the same without Bite's butt in the front. They want to see your butt. Do you believe that? I have to start a new. Jaw has his own channel. Maybe we'll start one for you called Bite's Butt. What do you think? New cat treats are hitting the shelves. What do you think about that? You want new cat treats? You don't really care as long as it tastes good, huh? Build a pool house in the backyard? Yeah, I don't know. The house is kind of the pool house. despite watching you work in the yard. No, he pretty much just chills in his bedroom with his sister. They sleep all day and I guess probably party all night. Quite the life, huh? Jan's back. Had to get the groceries into the house, huh? Yeah, I made a little quick grocery store run this morning. Nibbles here too. Had to go buy some of the necessities. Actually, I want to show you something I found that a friend of mine told me about. I decided to go look it up this time. Hang on a second. A couple of weeks ago at work, a friend of mine, yeah, pulled out some of this Chick-Fil-A sauce, and I got a chance to try it, and it was pretty good. So I was told it's at HEB, so I went looking today, and I found some of that. So I'm actually looking forward to trying that, and seeing how it is, if it's any good. Got to get these companies to start sponsoring me here. I'm giving them free advertising after all. Nevada passes a law that bans racially discriminatory school mascots and sundown sirens. I don't think I've ever seen a racist mascot before. Yeah, I don't know either. I know the world's going kind of crazy on that. It must be nice to be a cat. Yeah, they have the ultimate life. What flavor is this? They just call it Chick-fil-A sauce. They had two things there. There was another one that didn't sound very appetizing to me. I don't know. Let's pull the safety seal off of this here. It looks like it's a yellow sauce, whatever that is. Yeah, this is what he had. It's kind of a sweet sauce. Tastes pretty good. Not sure what I'll have it on, but we'll figure it out. Got to figure out, get YouTube to do a tasting feature. Of course, that might be kind of weird. Everybody licking their screens. Sounds a little unsanitary, huh? You've had heat stroke 3 times? No, that doesn't sound like fun at all. I've seen other people get it. I've never had it myself. How much of the cranberry nut coffee cake do you have left? None. I ate it. I ate it all. That's been gone for 4 or 5 days. Just see if Bite likes it. I don't know. I don't think he'd be into it. Yeah, I was surprised when my friend showed it to me that they had it, and so I was just kind of thinking about it, and when I was there today, and decided to go look for it, and I found it. So Labradors have it good too. Yeah, dogs and cats pretty much they have the life. I'll tell you what dog has the life. It's Jaw. There's no dog in the world that is more spoiled than that dog. It's a big container. I don't remember what I paid for it. I have to pull the receipt out. Should make homemade cat food for Bite. No, I don't think so. I do like Chick-fil-A's kind of way of doing things. You can even tell by, when you work with it, when you go there that the employees are even the employees are like good, decent people. You die, you want to go come back as Jordan's dog. Yeah, I know. Spoiled rotten that one is. Yeah, I can't help but spoil Jaw. That's true. Jaw's a good dog. I've never been a fan of little dogs. I've always been if I was going to get a dog, it'd be a big dog thing. But Jaw is a great ambassador for little dogs. He's fun. He's very loving and very friendly and very affectionate. Keep the receipt now that I've used it for a vlog. I can use it for tax purposes. Honestly, I'm thinking of trying to deduct this thing too, because I'm going to use that for my vlog. That's the primary reason I got it. No, you're right, David. I have, Jaw whines a little and will yelp if you do something he doesn't like. But I've never heard him bark. I don't think he does bark. Jordan got him trained really well on that. You know, basically Jaw's vocalizations are when he wants something, but that's about it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm thinking it might even be good on hamburgers. It's one of those things I'm going to try it on different things and see what I like. But yeah, it probably would be good on chicken. Eric's starting a cat sanctuary, huh? Is Eric going to become a crazy cat lady? Sounds like it. Where are the cats right now? White's chilling down the hall there. Oh, Nibble's probably in her room. Oh no, Nibble's peering around the corner. That's Nibble right there. She must have heard her name. Hey, Nibble. Oh, there she goes. Okay, yeah, pop out again. Hey, Nibble, come out here. They want to see you. No? Come on. Come here, Nibble. That's how you get Bite to come. Oh, there comes Nibble too. Probably just come a little bit though and stop. Oh, Bite stole that one. And missed. Nibble got that one. That one hit him. Come on, Bite. You don't get them all. Nibble gets some. Don't be a brat. Could deduct my lawn tractor as well. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I had a black and a yellow lab. Oh wow, Eric is turning into a cat lady. 8 cats. That's two is about enough for me. You're petrified of cats, huh? That's weird. Laura Lee's been watching YouTube videos on Gettysburg. That sounds like a fun subject. You'd make a small catapult, yeah. Oh, I see what you did there too. Catapult, ha ha. Everybody's a comedian. Watch the video on the sounds that planets and stars make, and other things like black holes and quasars. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you've been monitoring the rovers that they have on Mars right now, but they sent back some audio from Mars, which is very cool. But things like the sounds that black holes and quasars and even pulsars. Pulsars are cool. You ever thought about doing a meetup? I've tried doing a couple of them. I've never really been that successful at them. I don't know. I don't know if I'm big enough yet to actually get anyone to come. It would be fun to do that though. Your twin sister is terribly allergic to cats, but you're not. Okay, that's interesting. Wow, Laura Lee wants us to know she can be funny too. Your dog Macho is a close second to Jaw. Have you posted pictures of Macho? Because I think I've seen a dog named Macho that looks very much like Jaw. I want to go live on Mars. I think it'd be a fun place to visit. Okay, Jan says she'd come. She's 108 miles away. I'm sure Eric would probably show up because he's here in town. Does my mom like cats? She's had cats before, but the last one when she lost it, it was really sad, and she just didn't want to have another pet after that. You've seen the video on the Mars sounds. Yeah, that's fascinating to hear that. Sounds just like Earth, doesn't it? It's funny, you have the windows open, you can see the neighbors walking by. Everybody's out and about today. I've seen probably a dozen people walk by the house since we started the live stream. I think it's cool that they got that drone helicopter that they're flying around on Mars. That's a good idea. They had to do a lot of thinking about that too, because it isn't just like you take a drone like we have on Earth. Mars has a lot thinner of an atmosphere, so you got to think about how what it's going to take to get the lift on Mars. Because you put an Earth drone on Mars and it's not going anywhere because the atmosphere isn't thick enough. I actually did buy some catnip seeds, and we'll probably grow those at some point. Did I ever find the name of the dark blue that I used for the trim? No, but I got the formula. Uh, I had a paint can that had it on it, and and the paint can had the formula, and with the formula, Home Depot was able to reproduce it. What's on my bucket list for a vacation? I want to visit national parks. Yeah, I'd love to do that. We did that a lot when I was a kid, and I didn't appreciate the geology of some of these things at the time, and I think it'd be fun to go back there now as kind of a geology nerd. I want to go to Yellowstone and Grand Canyon and some of the lesser known things. There's a place that we went called Crater Lake. I remember as a kid. I didn't even know really what it was. We thought it was when they say crater, you think like a meteor crater or something like that. But this was actually it was an ancient volcano, and there was this lake that had a mountain in the middle of it, and the lake was the crater. And basically, that mountain in the middle was a cinder cone that kind of came up afterwards, but the crater filled in. Apparently, long, long time ago, that thing blew its top kind of like Mount St. Helens did, and the crater and the cinder cone are what's left. Actually, this isn't a pillow; it's a poster thing I hang on the wall. Jordan gave me that a few years ago. We were talking about that a little while ago. But yeah, it's John Lennon. It's something he found in a thrift store. Pluto is a Mickey Mouse planet. Yeah, sort of true. Although I guess technically Pluto is now a Mickey Mouse dwarf planet. Yeah, it's going to be just Eric and Jan at the meetup. And of course, Disney is the ultimate Mickey Mouse organization. Zion Park in Utah is beautiful. I don't think I've ever been to that one. But we hit all, we went to Mount Rainier, we went to Grand Canyon, we went to Yosemite a lot. Yosemite is fun. Glacier National Park, yeah, I've been there. All of those would be nice, fun things to do. But I really want to go to Yellowstone again. Go out and explore that place. Go look at the hot springs and the geysers, because there's a really cool story about the origins of that place. Crater Lake is the deepest lake in the United States. I didn't know that. Arches National Park, that'd be another one, another cool one. You're right. So yeah, that's the kind of thing I would do. My travel vlogs will be way different from Jordan's. I like going to see more natural things. Denali National Park will be fun too. Eric's got a fade cut now, huh? I said you said a little earlier that he's going to be starting up his vlogs again. He hasn't done one for a while, so maybe we'll get to see his fade cut. You ever tried Kilkenny beer from British Columbia? No, I don't. I've never heard of that. Doesn't have cocaine in it, does it? I don't know. That's just the first thing I thought when I heard the name. When they do something subpar, they call it Mickey Mouse. Yes, they do. Oh, Viennese here. Yeah, she made it here right at the end. Eric's channel is called Epic Paul. If you go check it out. Yep, and Eric just lives here in Waco. He's made a bunch of interesting videos. You see John Lennon? Yeah, this is something that Jordan gave me a few years ago. He used to have this hanging on his wall. You go back look at his early vlogs. This was hanging on the wall. He gave me that a few years ago, and I guess he did a live stream recently where he showed a poster I gave him of Steve Martin. So that we kind of traded things, and I got that, and I got this, and he got the Steve Martin poster. So that was hanging on the wall. Somebody was asking about that. It used to be hanging right there, and I'll put it there after the live stream. I dust and polish them weekly. On an ongoing basis, my Disney award that they gave me once I left. No, it's still in its place of honor in the bathroom. Smoky Mountains movie. That probably wouldn't be a trip this time because it's the wrong direction. But said the last thing John Lennon said was, "I've been shot." Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, it's in the bathroom. Actually, it was. If you ever saw the movie The Sixth Sense, that's the I See Dead People movie. If you remember the beginning of the movie, Bruce Willis's character is a child psychiatrist. He's just received an award from the city he lives in for his contribution to the to helping children. And Bruce Willis kind of sarcastically says, "Let's hang it in the bathroom." And that kind of inspired me to put this thing in the bathroom. That's the story behind that. I got to look around for national parks in Texas. I'm sure there's some here. Do the cats go in the bathroom? Yes, actually they do. That's one of their refuge spots. They'll go hide in the bathtub when it gets thundering. When it starts thundering, sometimes I'll go in the bathroom and bites behind the toilet. Yeah, I could maybe do a Zoom meetup, but I mean it's kind of the same thing. Only you're instead of talking, you're typing. But yeah, I could maybe do that at some point. We've had so much rain that's no longer a drought. Yeah, I know. It's rained a lot here. Like I said, I love it when it rains. It's been a fun couple of weeks. Well, anyway, we've been kind of going for 2 hours now, and I got to get going with today's vlog. So I think I'm going to pull the plug on this one now. Thanks everyone for stopping in, and I will see you next time. Good night.